Hey, what's going on today? Thank you for coming back to this channel. Another episode with Palomita's Living Room of Wisdom. Coming over here to talk about topics of life and how to improve our life to the best of our ability. And, just discuss little things that we find in the world that we, maybe want to correct or maybe want to address that, that we're going through and stuff. So, today I just wanted to touch on some things about like the ego. So, we're not perfect people. We're not perfect by far. And I believe that we all have different kind of complexes about ourselves. But you have to watch out you have to be cautious about people that you encounter and relationships that you build. And if the ego of between the two persons is too big, not talking about the combining of the ego, but I'm talking about a person's ego. Is it too big? Because people that have big, huge egos, I call them narcs, short for narcissists. Because and if you're not one, it's hard to realize when you come across one, because what happens is a lot of narcissists, a lot of egostisticals are very amazing people. They come across as like gold, glittery, shiny. They come across as if like they're the nicest people on the earth, and you can come to them for refuge and all that. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're doing so much calculation, so much computing. And it's not a problem to have a ego, but when it turns into hurting others because you kind of have this complex, like, okay, say for instance, a person is small and they didn't get the attention that they wanted, and they heart say that they deserve that attention, okay, and then they didn't get it, and now that they've grown into adulthood, they've masterminded this illusion about how that they can play on different people. That's not good. That's not good, because that'll get you killed. Just saying. That will get you messed up with the wrong people. You will become hated, It's not good, because it's not good for the soul. You'll end up hurting your own self. And I'm not just saying physically. It's not just physically, because most people can compose themselves. Most people in the world today, if you don't live in a certain area, if you live in a decent, whatnot, they can go ahead on and get the scissors out, cut you, and let you go on. Because you're not worth them going, spending eternity in jail and all that kind of. Nobody has time for that. So they might just let you go. But at the same time, you don't want to kill your own spirit. And that's why you have to start loving you. You have to forgive the past. You have to forgive people that have hurt you. You have to forgive your mothers and fathers who maybe abandoned you, or maybe didn't tell you that you were this and this enough. You have to forgive bullies in the middle school. You have to forgive the guy who, ran off on you. And you have to forgive and move on, because you have to stop playing people and yielding playing yourself. We have to come up as people and generate the brain cells in our heads to be of of servitude to another person, but in a nice way. And then we have to hold each other accountable and hold ourselves accountable for our own actions, for the way that we feel. If you feel a certain way, find you a good friend to talk about it. Find you some, if you can't talk to your mama, you can't talk to your daddy, you can't talk to certain people, find you somebody to talk to and start letting go of pain. Don't use the pain and then inflict it on someone else. Don't do that, because it comes back on you twice and 3 times and 4 times and 10 times harder than what you inflicted on that person, because nobody wants to be treated unfairly. Nobody wants to be treated disrespectfully, and nobody wants to be played. Okay? So I just want to touch on some points about narcissism, about the experiences even that I have experienced with narcissistic and egotistical people. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with having an ego, but do not use it to inflict war in the heart of another person. Okay? Because it's your heart that will be stabbed up. Mentally, spiritually, and if you go too far with the wrong person, physically. Okay? So, let me just touch on some basics. So, like I said, narcissistic and egotistical people come across as glorious. They come across shining glittery, shining gold, shining silver, just shining. You won't know unless you give them a chance, the opportunity, because their games do come out. And they have to come out because they have to use those games that they play in order to make themselves feel better about themselves, because it's all about them. And the reason that I'm making the video today is because you cannot be too egotistical on earth, because you'll lose your life. And I'll tell you why. You can't be too egotistical. You need to be a humble person, because an egotistical person misses a lot of calculations, because you're not sacrificing. In this world, you have to sacrifice a lot for, you have to be loving. When you're in a mind frame that's egotistical, you tend to be the opposite of love, which is not hate, but evil. You come and you sow up too much discord, and then you want to play the victim when you are the victimizer, or whatever you would call it. You are the person that is making someone else a victim, and they don't know it. And then you become the victim, because what you set out, what you sowed up, comes back around to tag you. And then you don't understand why you're being attacked. All narcs know that they narcs. Do all narcs want to be a narc? No. But they can't help it, because they haven't delved deep enough to say, I'm hurting. I've been hurt. I've been squashed. A person has taken advantage of me, and I didn't like it. Okay? But this is where the forgiveness part comes, because you can't blame other people for your issues. You can't blame children for doing things that you help them do wrong. You need to be responsible. And I know that I'm kind of demanding and things like that, but I'm not. I'm trying to get an understanding for the human race to understand that it hurts within, from both parties. It hurts to be an egotistical person. a big time egotistical person. That hurts. Because what you do, the things that you do are, it's pretty nasty. It's pretty disgusting things that you do. And I would just hope that you feel at least some type of responsibility behind the things that you do, because it's just not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It doesn't make people feel good. And yes, we know that you're hurting. All narcs, all egotistical folks. We know that you're hurting. But do you know that you hurt? See, you have to start there. Do you know that you're hurting? You do. Just want to put it off on somebody else. But you can get through this. You can get through this just like everybody else has to get through what they have to get through. You can get through this just like you got to pay the light bill. You can get through this just like you got to go to work. You can. You have to try. You have to try. You have to shut off the brain like the computer, and then wait 10 seconds. Let's think. Let's cool down. And then let's restart. Let's restart it up, and then let's get reprogrammed to think outside the box and think with the heart instead of using tactics and manipulation and coerce and being a rapist and being all these bad things just so you can feel good. Because for another person, I don't know why I'm about to cry. But for another person to hurt and it be all right with you, and it also be because of you, got issues. You have the devil in you. Okay? And you're not going to last long. You're not. Because there are strange people out here, and strange, crazy individuals, and it's best to be as humble as you can, so that you don't expose yourself to death, so that you don't expose yourself to pain, hurt, and infliction. But like I said, all that comes around in a circle. All that you do, the way that you're generous, all that comes around in a circle. Everything is energy, so it can't be destroyed. It just transfers and goes from point to point to point to point to point, depending on the vibration of things. So let me just go over some things. So to me, love will get you hurt. But you do have to be vulnerable in life in order to experience the epitome of love. Love will get you hurt. Trust will get you killed. Ego will get you killed. That's just it. Ego people, narcissistic people, they go around, like I said, shining glitter and gold. But if you look within a person, which everybody should do this when they're coming into, let's say, a fruition, you need to really, really take your time with everyone. Take your time, because you don't know where people come from. You don't know how they was raised. You don't know who their mom was. You don't know who their dad. You don't even know if they had those people in their life to school them, to uproot them into favor upon the Lord, to have favor upon the Lord. Not everybody grows up the same, and yeah, it's unfortunate. But at the same time, that's why he gives you as an individual, so that at a certain point you can start making decisions. For that's what you've done. That's what went on, but this is what's finna go on. Okay. So behind the scenes of a narcissist person They are highly calculating, highly looking to see what they can do to sow discord within another person, just ravishing, very ravishing attitudes. They don't even know how to get away with lies. They don't even know how to lie, because their lies are like, it's almost like a narcissistic person's lies is almost like not a straightforward lie. It's something like they'll do something like embellish up a story, and then like 90% of it'll be false, or 90% of it'll be like inaccurate, and then like 10% will be kind of like the truth, to make things look good, to make things appear glitter and gold or whatnot. Another thing that they do is they go around and they don't take accountability. They go and blame every single body on the face of the earth besides them. And then it has you thinking, well, so you exempt? So you didn't do anything, right? This is not picking, but I'm just showing you, like, this is the things that they do. Narcissist people move quick. They slither in like a snake. You know what I mean? This is why I wear this ring right here, this snake ring, to remind myself, don't drop your guard. Because people like gullible kind of people like me, which I am kind of, because I like to see good in everybody. I like to see the good in everybody. Now, my lesson in life was to learn that everybody's not good. Matter of fact, most folks ain't good. Most people are not good. But let them show you that they're good. Let them show you that they're good. My philosophy is, and I hate to say it, but it is, my philosophy is to hate now and love later. Because I don't know. And it's best for me if I don't know and I find out, but I had an inkling about it, then for me to fall in love with you and then you hurt me. So take your time with people. Take your time with getting to know others in life and things, because you may need to get out your scissors and start chopping and cutting. Don't take abuse. Don't stand up there and just let somebody wail on you emotionally and physically and mentally and stuff. Don't do that, because what happens is everything starts breaking down. You can't think because your heart's so hurt, and that's what I'm saying. The narcissist is not good. It's not good for people. They need to fix that. Anyway, so narcissists are rapists. Sorry. A woman can rape a man through emotions. A man can rape a woman by being physical. It doesn't take much, but it happens, and it happens more often than you think. Again, narcissist people, they move swift, quickly, and they hate rejection. You can't reject them, because if you reject them, that's like sticking. So they were trying to put a nail in you, but when you reject them, you put a nail in them. And with that nail, they're going to try to pull the nail out and put it back in you, or they're just going to run away. And that's what needs to happen. Separation. Because the two of the minds is not on the same page. And somebody is too equally unyoked with the other person, and that's not going to go together. Okay? Applesauce and peanut butter don't go together. That's not really something that's going to taste that well. Okay? Oil and water don't mix. They just not mixable. And it's for a reason. The compounds and the things that, the matter that makes up those two don't mix. A narcissist is controlling. They like to take and ravish everything, including your soul. They'll take that as well, because it makes them feel better about themselves. I don't know. Let's just pause and say a silent prayer for everybody, and that we hope that they heal, and we hope that people in their hearts find it a way to forgive themselves, to forgive those who hurt them, and that they live a life full of prosperity and just be anointed by the Spirit to just relinquish everything that they feel that has happened to them, and not transfer that to another person, to go ahead and try to heal within, try to bring to themselves acknowledgement that they're not a perfect person, and that nobody is a perfect person on the face of this earth, and that only an ounce of effort, as small as a mustard seed, will get you there. It will get you to a place where it's peaceful, and then you don't have to sow discord among others because of your insecurities and things of that such. Okay? You don't have to feel insecure. We've all been there, but you work on it. You don't continue to do the same things over and over and over that do not work. You don't continue to spread yourself thin. Okay? Keep richness within you all the days of your life. Guard your heart, for it determines the course of your life. Guard your heart. Got to guard. That's why, remind me, there's snakes all around. And if they make me mad, I'm going to shoot some snakes. I mean to. I don't care. Yes. Because you need to protect yourself. Everybody needs to protect themselves. That way you know how to move in the world, you know? Don't approach me and you have bad intentions. Don't befriend me and you have a complex about yourself that you can't control. It's too much sacrificing in the world that you have to do as a mom, as a dad, as a friend, as a daughter, as a son, as whoever you are among your peers, among your family. It's too much sacrifice you have to do in the world to be egotistical. Let your heart be big, not your ego. Let the heart love immensely. Don't let the ego overtake you, because it'll kill you. Yeah, I know some people I have known people in my short life that I have on this planet, 30 something years. I have known people to die, to get killed, to I don't know, just crazy things, because you wasn't calculating right. You thought you was invincible. And there's nothing wrong with death. There's nothing wrong with that. But wouldn't you want to know that you lived and you loved and you were generous and that you were wouldn't you want to have good days? You know these narcissists and ego people who And I'm not talking about people who just with an ego. It's okay to have an ego, but I'm talking about people who like they fish for like to conquer the mind of someone or to hurt people and stuff like that. I'm talking about those type of people, because typically you sow up so much discord within a matter of like a few minutes, and you just help people not to enjoy other people that you help all of the insecurities and all of the bad things that other people sort of feel come flare up. And then from that, they start doing what you doing to others that don't even deserve that. They don't even deserve that. They don't even know about that kind of stuff. But because you went through an experience and you didn't take accountability, and it's not your fault. All of it is not your fault. But some of it you can say, okay, I'm not gonna be like, that's why he give you choice. That's why the Lord gives you choice. I'm not going to be like them. I don't have to be like them. I've been blessed enough to be, for my character to be elevated. Because you don't know what your mom had to go through. You don't know what your dad had to go through. You don't know what other people have been through in life to cause them to treat others the way that they treat others, to treat you the way that they may have treated you. Okay? But everyone has a choice, especially when they get a certain age. What are you going to do with the choice? Are you going to squander it? Are you going to continue to sow discord and things? Or are you going to take what you know and apply it so that somebody else may have a chance that you didn't have, that you think you deserve but you didn't get? We all not going to get the chance to be perfect. I don't think anybody's going to get that chance to be a perfect person. But you just have to take the chips that you have and play the game. And the game is to love, to be merry, to be peaceful, to acknowledge our faults and our wrongs and things, and learn and go in life in a good way. Go in life in a blessed, favorable way. I know it hurts to be played. It hurts to be played. But stop being malicious, and stop calculating so many mean tactics in life, because it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit others. It's going to hurt them. And when you hurt others, you normally get hurt as well. And you don't need that. If you're a narcissist, you don't need any more hurt, because you're trying to train yourself to come up out of the hurt. But you're trying to train yourself in a different manner, which is like when you go and you okay, I see him, okay, I see her. Now let me see what I can get at you. Let me see what I can do to you to hurt you, so that you can feel the way that I feel. Nah, you don't do that, man. That ain't being no man. That ain't being no woman. You don't do that. If anything you see a person doing something, hey, maybe you want to tell them, like, maybe I would suggest this, or maybe I suggest that, but you don't manipulatively and cunningly and calculate and compute up all these things that you can do to people. Don't do that, because they are going to reject you. Come on, that's anybody with 2 brain cells, eggs in their head they're gonna reject you. It's fools who let other fools fool them. And a psycho, if you think you're a manipulative psycho, you're gonna end up dead, because he's gonna kill you. You know? So that's what I'm saying. I mean, we out here to everything should be of Corinthians 13. Your love should be patient. Your love should be kind. Your love should not envy. You shouldn't be jealous. You shouldn't be, you don't have anything to do if you're that jealous. If you're that jealous and envious and cunning and calculating, you don't have anything. You're not worth. You don't have worth yet. You don't see your worth yet. I'm not saying you're not worthy. Everybody's worthy, but you don't see it yet because you're not uprooting that up out of you. You're just showing and proving to everybody how insecure you are as a person. And you're not insecure. You don't have to be insecure. That's like lower level thinking. That's lower level like understanding about daily life. No, you're not insecure. Let's elevate. Because you can make it just like the top producers and the top people. You as well. You just have to work. You have to work on thyself. You have to work among. You know what I mean? Try. And don't be so quick to open your door. Don't be so quick to open yourself up to, you don't know folks. You have to give people a chance to prove. Like I said, I hate to say it, but I hate first, then I love later. Because I need to find out who you are. Because I've been damaged too. I've been hurt by people too that I loved, that I thought who loved, that never ever, but it didn't have anything to do with me, and I had to take myself up out of the equation and say, these people were hurting. These people had experienced too much trauma in life, and they didn't know where to place it besides throw it off on another person, if that makes any sense. So me, other people that's probably watching this video, and other people that you probably know, have had to pull ourselves out of the equation and say, I pray for this person's happiness. I pray for this person's healing, and I pray for this person to know deeply that they are loved. You will always be loved by Jesus Christ. He's gonna always love you. But he wants you to love you too. That's why he made you. He made you because he knew that you had the smarts and you had the intelligence to help his other children so that they could be of gratitude and of greatness and of, willing to serve God purposes and just uplift one another, because he knew it would be hard on this earth because of sin. But the egos and the narcs, they want to use sin as a train and a vessel to keep going on destroying stuff. So I encourage all those that have ever felt bad to don't feel bad no more. You have the power to have forgiveness in heart, and you have the will and the drive to uproot yourself from out of any feelings, any mistreatments, and usury, manipulation, calculation, cunning spirits that have attached to you. And you can walk into the light of richness and humility and being humble without the purpose of another person pain. Because you know you don't feel good when somebody else is hurt. You can't. That's not natural. That's not the natural way. I believe even Jeffrey Dahmer felt some kind of something for doing what he did some of the most heinous things that a person could ever do. But I think even he asked for forgiveness before the guy killed him. And look at that. The guy killed him the same way he killed his first victim, with a dumbbell, whatever you call it. Those things that you lift weights with. Same thing. That's not ironic. That's energy. That's not by chance. That is the circulation of what you outputted, or what he sold. That's what he had to wear. It's unfortunate, but that's it. Just wanted to come up here. I just wanted to come on here and encourage those who needed it, and just ask for those to watch out, to be aware of their own surroundings, to be, enlightened within, to not know that you're not suffering alone. People understand, but people need you to have some type of honor, some type of good faith about the next person. All right? So, I say it every time. I love each and every one of you. I know that God loves all of us. And I just hope that you feel all right. You feel better. And just know it's all right. Everything is all right. Go forth in life and heal. Go forth in life and do good things. And don't be surprised when other people do wrongs. Encourage them and help them to uplift and elevate themselves, because if you put your faith in man, you're going to be disappointed. These people will let you down every time. Every time. So do not put your faith in man. I know y'all got husbands and wives, boyfriends and whatever, and y'all depend on them solely and so like that. But I'm not talking about don't trust them, don't put faith in them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just know within that a person made out of flesh and blood is bound to, they could possibly fail you. It's a blessing and it's favor upon the Lord if they don't. But if they do, and they will, have the capacity and have enough room in your humble heart to forgive, because you will need this in order for you to go forth in the right directions and in the right pathways of life. You'll need it. And then when they see you, maybe they'll catch on that they needed it too. So, with love, it's raining over here. I don't know why it's raining. But what is it, April? I don't know. Hurricane season started. I think it started in June. But it's okay. We need some water. And I just hope you have a good day. And I didn't want anybody to feel bad or anything. I just would like for people to have an understanding, a clear understanding about the impact on those types of things, So I'm going to see you next video. And I hope you have a nice day. Bye.